Good morning, dreamers. It's the Merlin and Stella show. No coffee first thing for me. I am feeling a bit dehydrated and I need to get some water in my system today. And then I have a moment of time between dropping the kids off and getting to the office. I'm going to run to a drive-through for a nice treat. But yeah, it's important to rehydrate, isn't it? It's important to not let yourself get so dehydrated that you actually feel dehydrated. My glasses are being wonky today. My skin doesn't know what it wants to do. Anyway, but yeah, I don't have a whole lot to say except that we made it to Friday. Woohoo! I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful for you. Many of you have sent me messages and oh, they're so encouraging. And I just appreciate you so much. It's been a crazy roller derby of it feels more like a roller derby than a roller coaster. Absolutely. It felt like a roller derby week. That's an interesting phrase because that's not what I meant to say. I meant a roller coaster because that's usually the metaphor people use. But it's been a roller derby week. And it hasn't been that anybody's taken me out on purpose. It's just been that we're all kind of spinning and we collide into each other. But that's life. That's doing life together. And this one decided she was going to sleep between my legs. So I'm a tummy sleeper. I know you can tell that's why my face is like so pink because of my rosacea. But I'm a tummy sleeper. And this one decided that she's going to sleep smack between my legs. And when that happens in my sleep, I realize she's just a cat. She can be moved. I get all of that. But in my sleep, I don't move. I freeze. I protect her. And I woke up and went, oh my goodness. Because in October, I'm going to have someone else in that bed as well. And I was just like, what's going to happen? Because he's going to move in a certain way and I'm going to freeze in my sleep. Like, whoever's here just... I don't want to move. I don't want to, and it's nothing conscious at all. Consciously, like, cold feet on the back. Like, yeah, that's what's going to happen consciously. But subconsciously, am I going to end up trying to protect, like I protect Stella? And I think that there are people that are designed like that subconsciously we just try to protect other people. And in so doing, we stop the care for ourselves. And yet if we cared for ourselves better, we could actually protect the people we love better. It is not a self-indulgent care that I talk about when I talk about self-care. It's not what is meant in the mental health world of caring for the caregiver or caring for self. It is literally treating yourself as though you're the patient. So if there's things to get done, if there's things to accomplish, if you've got a list, self-care is getting things off that list. I'm so sorry about my glasses being wonky today. Self-care is getting up on time. Self-care is cleaning up the room or cleaning up the kitchen, the room if you're a teenager. That is self-care because you will feel better when those things are done. But if we freeze because we're trying to take care of everybody else, and so we just kind of subconsciously freeze ourselves, when you play the statue game, right? When you're little, in kindergarten, grade 1, whatever, the music's playing and then your statue. That is stress on your system when everything freezes because our bodies are made to move. And so it's a fun little game to play, but it's not fun if it hits your mental health. And there are times in life when you have to freeze yourself because you have to put somebody else a priority over you. For instance, last Sunday when Hannah was sick, I had to freeze myself. I had to say, I am not getting a good night's sleep. I am consciously going to go to sleep somewhere where I will not sleep deeply. I will be able to jump out of this sleep and be able to run to her. And there were a couple times when she literally had to call me with her phone because it was just like, oh, I'm tired. And I don't do well without sleep. I can clean up anybody's puke, but to not have sleep is where I get run down. And so I had to freeze, and my whole body stressed because of that freezing. And so the rest of this week has been just learning to move again. Learning to move again. And now I'm nice and limber. And this, of course, is metaphorical. I really hope you understand that. But now I can do something preventative to care for myself. Because when I am in that stressed out zone, like I'm calling Carl saying, I want gluten. I want a donut as big as your face. Like I couldn't care for myself properly, and I wasn't making good food choices. I wasn't making good I was making good activity choices. I had a lot to catch up on, but there wasn't a lot of downtime. I didn't take the bubble bath. I connected with friends, which is really important, but I didn't get out for walks. Those types of I didn't. Like the one scheduled walk I had turned into Dairy Queen. And that was because somebody else overrode my decision making. And I shouldn't have allowed it to happen because I needed a walk. I sure liked the Dairy Queen, but I needed the walk. And so those are the types of things I'm going into the weekend going, okay, now you've taken care of everybody else. And it's tough because when Carl gets one day off, that whole day is Carl centered, and it's like, okay, how do I love others without losing myself in the process? And that is key. That is what self-care is. It's not indulgent, I'm going to be lazy today, call in sick when I'm not. And just like, there are times when you need to call in sick when you are, and it's not a visible sickness. It's it's an invisible illness. That's legitimate. I'm talking about when you're just being self-indulgent. Mom, can you help me with my homework? No, I don't feel like it. Nah. Right? No, self-care is when you are actually putting things into priority, saying, I need to wash the floors because it's ant season and I live in a basement apartment. That's self-care, because I will feel better when I'm walking through the kitchen and I don't see an ant or two, because that sucks. And so those are the things that are self-care. That's not laziness. That's not self-indulgent. It is truly caring for the world God has given you and placed you in. And that is where my focus has to be today. Hence the water and the vitamins. And the long chat with you. So you go, and this is your permission to take care of you and do something for you. And that could be fun. You know, that could be playing a game. That could be going to sit on the swings in the park. That could be calling a friend saying, let's go walk in the rain on Sunday afternoon. I don't know what it is for you, but do something. Because when you care for yourself, the laughter returns. And you know who laughs when you laugh? The one who created you. That laughter is a sweet sound to his ears. And he takes pleasure, and you put a smile on his face because you are taking care of his creation, and you are such a vital part of that. Anyway, there's your pump up. I gotta get running because self-care says get to work on time and stop and get that coffee in a drive-thru. Know that I love you.